We're going to go over the Unit 2 study guide in this video. So, using the information given, write a linear equation in the specific form for each. So you got to read these carefully. Number 1 says write a linear equation in point slope form that passes through the points -1, 2, and 3, 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2. I don't know what I'm looking at. And 3, 6. So we're going to find the slope first. So I have 6 minus 2 over 3 minus 1. That gives me 4 over 2. So my slope is 2. So now I can pick either one of the points and put them in point slope form. So I'll show you both ways. Let's do this one first. I have y minus 2 equals 2 times the quantity of x minus 1. Or we can use this one, y minus 6 equals 2 quantity x minus 3. Number 2, write a linear equation in point slope form that passes through, this should be 0, -2, and 4, 7. So let's find our slope first. I have 7 minus -2 over 4 minus 0, which gives me 9/4. So we can use either one of the 2 points. Let's use this one first. So I have y plus 2 equals 9/4 quantity x minus 0. The second one is y minus 7 equals 9/4 quantity x minus 4. Either one of those will work. Number 3, write a linear equation in slope-intercept form that has a slope of -2 and passes through -1, 3. So we have the slope. So let's plug it in. Now we need to use the coordinates to find our new b. So I'm going to plug in 3 for y and -1 for x and solve for b. So I'm going to subtract 2 from each side. So my b is 1 and my equation is y equals -2x plus 1. There's my answer. Number 4, write a linear equation in slope-intercept form that has a slope of -1/2 and passes through the points -1, 3. So we're going to plug in what we know. We have the slope. Now we're going to use those points, the y and the x coordinates. So I have -3 equals 1/2, positive 1/2 plus b. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 1/2 from both sides. So I have my b is 3.5 of the negative sort, or 7/2. So y equals -1/2 x minus 7x. All right, that was number 4. Let's go to number 5. Write a linear equation in standard form that is parallel to y equals 2x minus 10 and passes through the point 2, -4. We know that parallel lines have the same slope. So we're going to use that. I'm going to go to slope-intercept first. Now we're going to find our b by putting in the coordinates that we have. So -4 equals 4 plus b. If I subtract 4 from both sides, b is -8. So now I'm going to put it in slope-intercept. Y equals 2x plus 8. So now we have to put this in standard. So -2x plus y equals 8. We're going to divide by -1. So I have 2x minus y equals, this should be minus, sorry. This is minus, so this is going to become plus. Oh, Lord. Let's go back. So again, you should have 2x minus y equals 8. All right, number 6. Write a linear equation in standard form that is parallel to 1/3 x plus 2 and passes through the point 2, 3. Again, we know our slope. I'm going to use that point to get my y-intercept. Oops. So I have 3 equals 1/3 times 2 plus b. So 3 equals 2/3 plus b. If I subtract 2/3 from both sides, we have b equals 2 1/3. 2 1/3, which is the same as 7/3. So let's put this all together. Y equals 1/3 x plus 7/3. Okay, number 7. Write a linear equation in slope-intercept form that passes through -3, 5 and -1, 4. So first we need to find the slope. 4 minus 5 over -1 minus -3, which is plus. So we have -1 over 2. So our slope is -1/2. So I have y equals -1/2 x plus b. You can pick either one of those. I'm going to use this one. So I have 4 equals -1/2 times -1 plus b. 4 equals +1/2 plus b. I'm going to subtract a half, right? So b is +3.5, which is 7/2. So if I put this all together, I have y equals -1/2 x plus 7/2. All right, I am now on number 8. Write a linear equation in slope-intercept form that passes through the points 4, 2, and 3, 1. So I'm going to find the slope. So I have 3 minus 2 over 1 minus 4, which will give me -1/3. So slope is -1/3. Okay, and then it's going to go through those points. I am going to, again, pick the second one. So I have y equals -1/3 x plus b. I'm going to plug in 3 for y and 1 for x. So now I have 3 equals -1 third plus b. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to add a third to each side. So I have b equals 3 1/3, which is the same thing as 10/3. So when we put this all together, I have y equals -1/3 x plus 10/3. Number 9. Write a linear equation in point slope form that is perpendicular to y equals 2x, y plus 2x equals 3, and passes through the origin. That's 0, 0. Don't forget that. Okay, so we need to put this into slope-intercept form so we can find the slope. So here's what they give you. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And in slope-intercept form, that's -2x plus 3. So we're looking for perpendicular. If our slope is -2, then perpendicular to that, you flip it upside down and you have a half. Opposite side, so 1/2. So now I have y minus 0 equals 1/2 times x minus 0. Okay, write a linear equation in point-slope form that is perpendicular to y equals 2/3 x plus 3 and passes through the origin. Again, that's 0, 0. Okay, so perpendicular, I'm going to flip that upside down, use the reciprocal, and make it negative, the opposite sign. So here, I have y minus 0 equals negative 3/2 times the quantity of x minus 0. Okay, number 11. Write a linear equation in standard form that is parallel to 3y minus 6x equals 12 and has the same y-intercept as negative 2y minus 6 equals 4x. All right, we got some work to do here. First, let's find the slope of the first one. This is where we start. So let's move that into slope-intercept form so we can get our slope. So I have 3y equals 6x plus 12. I have to divide everything by 3. So y equals 2x plus 4. There's our slope. It's parallel, so our slope is going to stay the same. We're going to use that 2. Okay, now let's rearrange this one so we can get our y-intercept. So I have negative 2y minus 6 equals 4x. I'm going to bring that 6 over to the other side, shooting for that slope-intercept form. Now I'm going to divide everything by negative 2, so I have y equals, this is not a negative sign, let me erase it, just a smudge, equals 2x, negative 2x, minus 3. So my new y-intercept is negative 3. So when you put that all together, you have y equals 2x minus 3. Okay, I think we can fit this last one in here. Write a linear equation in standard form that is parallel to 2y equals 10x minus 10x equals 12 and has the same y-intercept as negative 3y minus 9 equals 12x. All right, so let's rearrange this one so we can get our slope. I'm going to add 10x each side. So I have 2y equals 10x plus 12. I'm going to divide everything by 2, so I have y equals 5x plus 6. So my slope is 5. Now I'm going to find the y-intercept of the second one by rearranging. I'm going to add 9 to each side. So I have negative 3y equals 12x plus 9. Now I'm going to divide by negative 3, which gives me y equals negative 4x minus 3. So my b is negative 3. And I have y equals 5x minus 3. And this said standard form, and I got to go back to the other one and do the same thing. So I'm going to move the 5x over here. So I have negative 5x plus y equals negative 3. Divide by negative 1, 5x minus y equals 3. And I did what I just told you not to do. We got to move this number 11 to standard form too. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So I have negative 2x plus y equals negative 3. When I divide everything by negative 1, you should have 2x minus y equals 3. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to stop here and then we'll go on with the second part.